is blood always thicker than water? To be honest, like my family and I, we're not really close. We don't hate each other. That's not the case. It's just, my parents got divorced early. Like my sister was like 1 and I was like 6. And my sister went to live with my mom and I stayed with my dad. And we were very far apart from each other. I was in Japan and my sister was in America. And I remember not having contact with her for a long time. And even now, I'm almost 40. I'm 39 this year. And she's 33? We're just not close. And it's okay. Like our relationship is okay with us not being close. We've grown old enough to accept that we're never really gonna be that close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do I wish we were closer? I mean, sometimes I do. My wife, actually, they're actually walking right there. That's my family, my Korean family, right there. My in-laws came to visit today, so we just finished eating Korean barbecue and now we're taking a walk.
뻔한 얘기지만 널 보면 그냥 좋아 매일 보고 싶어 함께 있는 순간들도 So hold me tight through the night 변치 말자 너와 나 아름다운 그대여 I just feel so lucky 운명이라 믿어요 아름다운 그대여 I just feel so lucky 운명이라 믿어요
Sometimes I feel closer to my in-laws than I do to my actual family. And it's not because I don't like my family, it's just I've always been kind of a traveler. Like I don't like staying in one spot. I don't feel tied down to any one location. I am at home wherever I am. But since I've been here in Korea and been married, like my in-laws, I mean, it's a really warm feeling that we have in this family. And my in-laws, they take care of me. The issue is like my dad always says, me and your sister are the only family you got. I didn't quite understand why he would say that. Why are they the only family I have? What is family? What constitutes a family? Is it blood that makes a family? Because the thing is, me and my cousins, I don't really care for my cousins, man. I don't care about that side of my family so much. Mom's side, dad's side, I don't. Hey, baby girl, I see you. It's really beautiful out today. This is the lake where I live here in South Korea. And of course they got fake lilies, but it doesn't matter. It's nice. But see how they are right there? See that? We don't have that. I've never had that. It's always been distant. Like for something simple as dinner. When we eat dinner, it's like the food is made, my dad will cook or something, and then we all individually grab a plate and some people sit at the table, some sit in front of the TV, some take it to the room, It's like dinner is such a solitary event, and me and my wife and my daughter, we eat as a family. Every meal. If we're at home together, every meal is a family meal. There's no, sit in front of the TV and one person does one thing and there's none of that. TV's off. We talk about our day. We talk about what was fun, what was sad, what was good, what was bad. Ooh, nice. Can you jump? Oh, nice jump. All right, so this whole premise of blood being thicker than water, I just don't know, man. I don't subscribe to it. Just because you're blood related, like there's this expectation that you have to be close to each other. I know siblings that fucking hate each other. They'll murder each other. If anything, blood just gives like a false sense of obligation towards somebody else. Like I feel closer to my friends here in South Korea that I've made in grad school and that are still here, like that's my family in a way. We can call in each other whenever we need something, if we're feeling stressed or depressed or sad or whatever, if I have good news, most times I'm sharing good news with my friends. I'm sharing good news with my wife, obviously. That's my wife. She's separate from all this, we're just talking about like non-spousal relationships. I just feel bad. Oop. Hey, baby girl. You're up so high. That expectation, that false sense of obligation towards somebody simply because they're a sibling or a cousin or an aunt or uncle, like that's where a lot of like toxicity comes from. Because let's be honest, some of your family, you just don't like them. Some of them aren't good people. Some of them probably don't like you. I know some of my family don't like me. When this family get together and stuff, I don't want to see you. Especially the older generation, like they come with them questions like, yo, when are you gonna get married? Where's your girlfriend? What's your job? How much money you make? Intrusive ass questions and stuff. I do believe that traveling the world changes you. Living in another country, like living, not visiting, not visiting tourist traps and not even doing an Airbnb for a month so much. Like living, assimilating into a culture changes you. Like picture this, a foreigner comes to the United States and they try to become an American. There's certain cultural things you have to understand to be an American. Speaking English is not the only thing that makes you an American. There's a belief system, the belief of freedom or democracy or I don't know, consumerism, whatever fucking word you want to use to describe Americans. Drop it in the comments down below. But I mean, like there's a whole set of expectations and thoughts and rules that come along with being part of a country. So when it comes to being in Korea, I'm not just American in Korea. I'm an American who's immersed himself in the culture. I am American and Korean at the same time because I have to, because my wife is Korean. And my daughter's she's half Korean. She's Korean. And my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, they're all Korean. So I can't look at the world through the same lens I did as just an American. So when my family says that they know me because I'm their son or I'm their brother, I just can't get with that, 빌로그 찍고 있어요. 여기 안녕. Bye. And if it sounds like I'm frustrated, it's because thinking about it, it does frustrate me. It frustrates me because I feel like there's opportunities to grow together, to really begin to start anew. Me, my father, But when I try to have conversations about the things that I've experienced and what's different in my life, it's hard because he's stuck in the same, it's like a snapshot of me. And he experiences me through that snapshot. Now, could I do a better job at divulging information and sharing what's going on in my life and teaching him what's different about me? I could. It's not easy, man. It takes a lot of effort. And so I do take responsibility for some of that maybe I'm just not trying hard enough, Between raising a kid and, take care of my wife and working and it's hard. It's hard to manage it all. I'll be honest with you. And I feel like I have a double load sometimes because not only am I trying to take care of my family, but I'm trying to do it as almost as a Korean. So I agree. I agree that as a son and as a brother, I probably could do better at trying to foster a relationship. I guess sometimes I feel like it's too, we're old now, I'm fucking 40. Is family defined by the blood that's running through your veins? No, I disagree, My family is my wife and my daughter over there playing in the fucking fountain. It's my friend from the Netherlands. One guy that I never thought I'd be friends with because he dropped the N-word on me the very first time I met him. And we're like, this motherfucker called me the N-word? Seriously? But we had an eye-to-eye, meeting of the minds. And he's actually turned into literally probably one of my best male friends in the world. I got a handful of female friends too who, they're like sister to me, man. Same thing with my brother-in-law. See ya. Your family is really wherever you place your heart, wherever you find trust, wherever you find warmth, wherever you find love. That is where your family is. And sometimes your family is just you. And I do believe the family could be just you. It could also be your animal. It could be your wife, your daughter. It could be a friend. It could be somebody you just met, and over time it grows into a relationship. But if we keep trying to define family as simply the blood is running through our veins, that's where the whole toxicity thing comes from. Because it's like this false sense of obligation towards somebody simply because you share the same last name or your mom's brother or some shit like that. It's like, come on, it's 2023, man. Like, come on, we're past that.